Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hero Insight. I'm George, joined as always by Emma. Emma, something happened this morning that really made me pause. A music streaming app I've used for years suddenly wiped my entire playlist. Songs I've collected over the year, gone in the blink of an eye. Even though I pay my monthly subscription religiously, that moment made me realize we don't actually own any of it. We are simply paying for a temporary right to access, but we never truly possess the substance itself.
I completely understand that feeling, George. But this is exactly the reflection of the ownership crisis in the modern era. Nowadays, everything around us is being converted into a rental, from media and software to the very roofs over our heads. This isn't a coincidence. It's the most significant shift in global economic structure since the Industrial Revolution. We are moving from a society of possession to an access-based economy, and it hits at the very core of what it means to be human. What do we actually have left that is truly ours in this world?
That sounds like a violent shift in tower, especially regarding housing. I'm starting to see a very clear lack of stability. IMF data shows that house prices in advanced economies have surged by an average of 40% over the last decade. But our incomes, they can barely keep up. It's like we're running on a treadmill that keeps accelerating while we stay in the same place. On top of that, we have to shoulder the cost of maintaining that treadmill speed every month just to earn the right to keep running. Young people in major cities worldwide have practically lost the chance to own real estate of their own.
Exactly, George. And what is the consequence? The younger generation is forced to abandon the dream of holding a title deed and instead turn to long-term renting. Businesses often market this as lifestyle flexibility, but on the flip side, it traps consumers in a state where they can never accumulate net assets. When you have no assets to your name, stability in the later stages of life becomes a massive question mark that the public sector hasn't found a clear answer for. Most people end up with no solid security in their lives.
This is what scholars call asset-light capitalism. Giant multinational corporations no longer need to hold massive assets on their balance sheets. Instead, they choose to be market controllers. Whoever controls the ecosystem can collect a toll from everyone. It turns out that every beat of our lives, from the moment we wake up until we go to sleep, we are paying a toll to the owners of digital infrastructure. They don't even have to build new roads. They just adjust the fee rates according to market demand. It's a situation where the consumer is at a clear disadvantage.
Precisely. And the most interesting part is the monthly subscription model. It has become a tool that investors absolutely love. Statistics show that companies in this group grow several times faster than traditional ones because it generates steady, recurring revenue. They don't have to worry about next month's sales because the system automatically deducts money from the consumer. These massive profits are then reinvested to create closed ecosystems to keep users locked in, especially with professional software. If you stop paying, you immediately lose the tools of your trade. This is a total transfer of economic power into the hands of the rights holders.
It's a very gentle form of imprisonment, isn't it? The longer we use it, the deeper our data and connections are buried. Moving to a new platform feels like abandoning your entire history and body of work. But what worries me even more is labor. Data indicates we are seeing a two-way rental structure. On one hand, we rent assets to use, but on the other, the workers themselves are being rented out in pieces through various apps, right?
Even more than that, George, it's two sides of the same coin. While we are turned into renters of access, a vast number of workers are being shifted from full-time employees to independent contractors rented out by the task via platforms. Your skills and abilities are granulated into tiny units, leading to fierce competition where pay is driven to the absolute floor just to secure a job. Workers worldwide end up cannibalizing each other for a single gig, while platform owners collect the commission without having to take responsibility for any benefits. It is an incredibly fragile and unstable labor market.
This is a very clear bimodal economic structure. Top-tier skilled workers might rake in massive earnings, but general skilled workers are left struggling in a market with no benefits, no identity, and the constant threat of being cut off by the system at any moment. I can't help but wonder, what is the government doing? Why are these digital platforms allowed to become invisible rulers, dictating the lives and incomes of millions without any rigorous oversight?
That is the critical issue that needs urgent fixing. Governments worldwide must wake up and strictly enforce antitrust laws. They also need to redefine the status of gig workers to ensure they receive protections aligned with international standards. Otherwise, inequality will spiral out of control. Losing ownership over time directly damages the psyche. It makes people feel insecure and lacking control over their own lives.
I agree. Humans need a stable foundation to live, but a state where everything is rented turns us into mere interchangeable parts. If a platform suddenly shuts down, the data and success we've built over years could vanish in an instant, leading to an immediate digital paralysis. Emma, do you see any light or a way out in terms of distributing ownership?
There is a concept that is gaining attention: the redistribution of ownership through decentralized ledger technology. It attempts to build systems where users can truly own their digital assets, with transparency and auditability. Some even advocate for decentralized autonomous organizations, where users participate in the governance of the system, rather than letting power cluster in the hands of just a few companies.
And this links back to data sovereignty, doesn't it? Our data and assets should be movably free, not tethered or imprisoned by any single platform forever.
Correct. But the big question is whether these systems can actually create true equality and fairness, or if they will eventually just be a new face for a new group of rulers. This is the debate raging across the global digital economy right now.
This is the major turning point, from the industrial age to the digital age, and now to the rental economy, where we have lost almost all sense of ownership. Platforms grow massive by allocating shared resources, but it comes at the risk of consumers paying for convenience for the rest of their lives without ever owning a single asset.
Ultimately, we have to ask ourselves, who truly owns this world? Those who hold the assets set the rules. Those who have nothing are burdened with rent until their last day. It's time to choose. Will we settle for being mere residents in someone else's space? Or will we seek new tools to reclaim our power of ownership? In a world where everything is rented, true wealth might not be the balance in your bank account, but the answer to one simple question. In this life, what do I actually own?
A very poignant and thought-provoking conclusion, Emma. In an age where bargaining power is everything, those without a voice will easily become the underdogs of the system. Thank you for the deep insights and sharp perspectives today.
It's a pleasure, George. For those interested in the full analysis, you can follow the read on our website, herothailand.com. We'll see you again in the next episode of Hero Insight. For today, goodbye.
Goodbye.